I tend to shy away from making these types of videos, but fuck it. I completely understand the dangers that might come with this. But you need to understand how South Africa operates. And you need to understand this now. And I'll do this in a very specific manner, in a very simple manner, so that even the average mind will interpret it the way I want them to interpret this. It's very easy. I want you to listen to me very carefully. You might ask yourself, why is it that these higher ups, these elites, these South African politicians, these leaders get away with so much crime, so much corruption, so much stealing in a very consecutive manner over and over again? And you might ask yourself, why is it that we have all of these issues? Not a single one has been solved. Whether it be GBV, crime, corruption, these illegal immigrants coming in and out of South Africa as if it's a fucking pub. Because it's not difficult to solve these things. We can solve everything if we wanted to in less than a week. Nothing that is happening today is accidental. It's not by accident at all. You need to understand that. How do they get away with this? They need you. Matter of fact, not even they need you. They've accomplished this goal. But they need you to hate South Africa. They need you to despise the country that you reside in. Because through you hating this nation, then comes that element of you not caring. Then comes that element of you normalizing things that shouldn't be normalized. I'll explain this in a few minutes. I need you to understand something else. How are they going to make you hate the country that you live in? It sounds impossible. It's really not. Matter of fact, you subconsciously hate it. They make you hate the country that you live in through making you love yourself. They promote selfishness to the core. Because the inverse of you loving yourself is hating anything that has nothing to do with you in real time at all. This is going to fly over so many people's heads, but I'll explain this very quickly. There's something that we call the Yin-Yang theory. They apply this everywhere. There's no light without dark. There's no good without bad. And there's no love without evil. If all we saw was the sun, we wouldn't define that as light because it would be deemed as normal. We only define that as light because we have the capability of seeing dark. Let me make another example. There's no love without evil or hate. If you love your girlfriend, for instance, a stupid example, very simple. If you love your girlfriend, there's an inverse of that. You will hate anybody that dislikes your girlfriend or even tries to harm them. You will even go to the extent of unaliving that person if push comes to shove. That's a very evil act. That's a hateful act. But you did it out of love. You can't love somebody without the element of hate being there somehow. There's no good without bad. There's no love without evil. There's no light without dark. That's the Yin-Yang theory. It works everywhere. Let's go back to what I was saying. The inverse of you loving yourself and loving yourself only is hating anything that is not that has nothing to do with you. If you just heard that they stole 20 billion somewhere, somehow, you're not going to care. You're not going to give a damn because that didn't affect you in real time. If you heard that there was a crime committed 2 blocks down the damn street, you're not going to give a flying rat's ass because it didn't affect you in real time. Anything that doesn't affect you, you will not care about. Matter of fact, you might even hate because you've been taught to be selfish. So anything that they might do at that point in time, you as an individual who loves themselves to the core, without even knowing it, is falling into the perfect trap of you not caring about anything else. This is why specific companies in South Africa are booming. This is why the alcohol industry is booming. This is why cigarette companies are everywhere. Matter of fact, this is why event companies are booming. That focuses on how you feel. As long as they satisfy your happiness, as long as they train you to consistently chase happiness and they satisfy that, they have you on the palm of their hands. Because through that comes the same element that we're talking about, which is you not caring about anything else. It's not by coincidence that these industries are booming. It's not by luck. It's purposeful. They do this through social media. They do this through the news. It's propaganda through newspaper, everywhere, in everything. They do the same thing with race. Exactly the same thing with race. They can't afford for whites, blacks, colored Indians to consolidate. They can't. Because once we all come together, then we will reach one objective, one goal to accomplish, which is to change the nation. We need to hate each other somehow, so that we don't come together and solve the issues that we face. They do this everywhere. They do this with gender. You think the current war, civil war between men and women is accidental? It's purposefully done. You need to hate the race. You need to hate the other gender. You need to hate South Africa. You need to hate your community. You need to hate your neighbor in order for them to carry on stealing. Because through that brings that element of you not caring about what happens in South Africa. They will carry on stealing. They will carry on being corrupt over and over again. You can't afford. They can't afford for you to love this country. Because you love this country, you will then defend it. You need to hate South Africa in order for these people to be successful. They apply this theory everywhere. Everywhere. They know this. They are smarter than you. They are smarter than all of us. We are slaves. Let's look at it like this. If they wanted you to love your country, what would they then have to do? Easy. Yin-Yang theory, love and hate. They would have to make each and every single country hate your country. That can only lead to you saying, hey, look at this. They all hate us. They all despise us. How about we come together and show them what unity really is? We are all we got anyways. They all hate us. Why don't we just work together at this point? If we don't work together, or possibly reach a common goal, or love this country, then who will? Just like that, you love your country. Look at China. Look at Russia, one of the most hated countries on planet Earth. Yet the people that live there raise their flags high. They are the most proud citizens ever. Because they are hate and they understand that they have nobody but themselves. And guess what? Look at how low the crime and corruption rates are in those specific countries. Nothing is accidental. Nothing is accidental at all. Everything is purposefully done. Now, I'm not saying stop loving yourself or stop being selfish to a certain degree, no. But what I am saying is that is what contributed to you being a slave and to you not giving a fuck about what happens in South Africa at all. They will continue stealing, they will continue being corrupt for as long as they can. No political party, no leader will save them at all. They're all put in place for this theory to carry on working over and over and over and over again for years. If you make it out of the hood somehow, if it just so happens that you are now financially stable and actually quite wealthy, very well off, Are you going to go back and fix and develop and uplift that community that you came from? What are the chances of you doing that? Be very honest with yourself. What are the chances of you coming back to where you are currently as we speak, as soon as you make it out, and uplifting this community? Zero. Nothing. The few individuals that you possibly take are your family members. At most. That's the mindset that they want you to have. You care so much about yourself that you absolutely despise your surroundings. They do this in every... If you don't understand this, we have a bigger problem ahead of us. Unfortunately for us, some will listen, some will have genuine ears to listen, scrutinize, and potentially implement, change their ways somehow. But some will forever be slaves. Forever. Change your ways.